The sun hadn't even risen yet when Juan lit the wood stove. The smell of coffee mixed with the scent of damp earth from the ranch. It was another ordinary day, tending the cattle, cleaning the corral, and working hard, just as he had done for 20 years. Life had never been easy, but Juan was grateful for every sunrise. He ate little, slept poorly, yet always whispered, "Thank you, God, for another day of struggle." That morning, as he prepared a piece of stale bread with black coffee, he heard footsteps approaching. It was a man in worn-out clothes, covered in dust, with a hat hiding most of his face. He looked tired, hungry. "Good morning, friend," the stranger said. "Would you happen to have something to eat? I've been walking all night and I don't have a cent." Juan looked at his plate, then at the man, and smiled humbly. "It's not much, but if you'd like to share, bread feeds too just the same." The man sat beside him, accepted the coffee, and they ate in silence. After a moment, the stranger asked, "Have you worked here long?" "Since I was a boy," Juan replied. "This land is all I know. The boss is a good man, but he hardly ever comes around. Folks say he's out there in the world handling business." "And are you happy here?" Juan paused for a second, then said quietly, "Happiness isn't about having much, sir. It's about being able to sleep with peace in your heart." The man smiled and gazed at the horizon as if those words had struck something deep inside him. "You're right, farmhand. You're absolutely right." Hours later, the stranger thanked Juan for the meal and went on his way. Juan returned to his chores, never imagining what would happen next. 2 days later, the ranch was suddenly full of movement. Trucks arriving, workers rushing, and everyone whispering. The boss had finally returned. "Juan!" shouted the foreman. "The boss wants to see you in the big house." Juan wiped his hands on his pants and went, unsure of what to expect. When he stepped inside, he froze. Sitting at the table, dressed in fine clothes now, was the same man who had shared his bread 2 days earlier. "Do you remember me, Juan?" the man asked with a warm smile. Juan, confused, nodded. "You're the traveler from the road?" "That's right," the man said. "But I'm also the owner of this ranch. I wanted to meet the people who work for me, to see if there were still good men left in this world." The room went silent. Juan lowered his head, speechless. The boss stood, walked up to him, and placed a hand on his shoulder. "You shared the little you had with a stranger. You taught me more about kindness than any business book ever could. From today on, you're no longer a worker. I want you to oversee the entire ranch, as my right hand." With tears in his eyes, Juan whispered, "I didn't do anything special, sir. I just did what any man should do." The boss smiled softly. "And that's exactly why the world needs more men like you." That simple piece of bread, shared beside an old wood stove, changed Juan's life forever. Because sometimes, God disguises a blessing as hunger, just to test the size of our hearts. If you believe that the good you give will always come back multiplied, write in the comments, "I believe in the power of kindness," and share this story with someone who still believes that humility is the greatest wealth of all.